This poem is called Love, War, and the Hardware Store. My fingers are soldiers that have bled for me without a second thought. My smile an assassin that aims from afar at the heart but never quite pulls the trigger. Love is a child of war. And my feet brave the battlegrounds stained with blood, dirt dampened by tears shed when we got a lot to lose. Today my shoes trekked me to the trenches of a hardware store for a box of screws. The girl behind the cash register was a friend from my boyhood, from before I learned how to properly lace up my army tanks. Accommodating me with reminiscent conversation, we exchanged smiles with hearts in their crosshairs. An older gentleman walks up behind me, with skin loosened by life, but with the gleam in his gaze of that of a 7-year-old boy, containing a curious counterbalance of mischief and purity. His purchase? 2 light bulbs. Energy-efficient compact fluorescent lamps, to be exact. Those ones that coil. Ones that I'm sure look strange and futuristic the first time he saw them, but they look perfectly ordinary to me. And she rang them up, flirting the way pretty girls do to make older men feel young again. Just these 2 light bulbs, she said? Yeah, these are some new kind, he said, inspecting the boxes. She could tell he was squinting as he was reading, so with the utmost gentility, she reached out. She picked up a box and proceeded to read along. Guaranteed for 9 years. You won't have to buy another bulb for a while. He said, in 9 years, I'll be 92. Now, both of us were taken back by this. This guy didn't look like he was strolling down the back stretch of his 60s yet, let alone did he appear to be 83. And she asked him, are you really 83 years old? And he said, sure. And my first thought was that he wouldn't live long enough to see one of those bulbs burn out. But the next thing he said swiped that thought from out my mind. He said, you know, I've been married for 65 years. I said, to the same woman the whole time? He said, sure. And with that, he took his right hand, reached to his left hand, removed the wedding band, handed it to her and said, read the date. And sure enough, the inscription read, June 1946. Soldier boy married her the minute he got home from that war. He went on to tell us all about his wondrous life, most of which he spent with his beautiful wife. Excitement filled him as he spoke, and his eyes lit up wide, as if that 7-year-old boy inside just saw the ice cream truck go rolling by, and I thought to myself, why can't I have that? I want that. I want to be 83 years old and go to buy light bulbs knowing she's waiting for me to come home in the dark. I want to be as in love after 65 years as we were the first time we kissed. I want a candle in the window lit when I'm gone and I'm missed. And at that moment I thought of you. And how one day you're probably going to send me out to the store for something like your medicated shampoo, and I'll be senile, and up and down each aisle I will cluelessly roam in search of milk, mothballs, denture adhesive, prune juice, and a comb. But I know you're going to be there waiting for me when I get back home. Because this is real. These soldiers would die for you, and this assassin would kill for you. And the Navy fleet will always return home to familiar waters as long as you are there waiting on shore. Love is a child of war, and this time I know what I'm fighting for. I will keep you in the crosshairs of my smile every day. So if you'll have me for a while, I think I'd like to stay. Thank you very much.